The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now McNair escaping the pressure right. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McNair. He's got it complete to Clark. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go now. Where's the flag? 47. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now McNair. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
We can't be stopped.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Where you at?
To throw is Love. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian, under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 12. Hey, seam 6. On.
Luck now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Tomlinson, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
64, read. Hey, Alpha. 54. Yep. 54.
Here's Kelly to throw on third down. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the gun, here's McNair. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Love. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll fake it. Now Love. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 57 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Mike 54. Danny.
From the gun, here's Love. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
They're not ready for this. They still.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On first down, Moore. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
You ain't doing nothing.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Rock it. Watch it. Pick the edge. Come. Watch the ship. Hey. There. Check 43. Switch. Hey! Go!
From the gun, Kelly. This is Johnson. He's got it. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now McNair off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 52. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Mike, there you go.
Play action. It's McNair. On the move. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Check 13.
Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
58, boys, 58.
The final shot before the break. Luck. He finds his man Johnson. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Check out. Right, 40. Watch the pass. Shift. Alert. Hey, check that.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Number 53, Mike 53. Check the outs, check the outs.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set the tone, D. Quote. Defense, let's go. Hey, Charlie. 53, Mike.
Block on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, baby.
That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming up?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McNair. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check the backer, check the backer. SOS, SOS, SOS.
They'll run on first down. Moore. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Looking deep for... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 48 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
Yeah, you don't want none. Check 4, check 4. Shift, shift. Shift, shift, shift. Check your hot read. That's it.
McNair toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Watch the slant.
On first down, Tomlinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Watch safety creep, watch safety.
80 weapon.
Safety's creeping.
Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coaching spell now. Ready, ready.
Kelly now from the gun on 3rd down. Johnson's got it complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
53, Mike 53. 11 Z. Defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. I got him, back to mine. I got him.
Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. Shrugs him off. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Denver.
Check up. Watch the 37. Watch the run. Watch the
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. first down. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Love. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ready, break.
53's mine. Check.
6-6. Pull it high.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run. Tomlinson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
General West.
Jim. Go ahead. Sponge. No. Go. It's running.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll come out in the pistol. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They run with Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Strong right. No. Off. Check three.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Big stop, D. 11. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Hey, Delta.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Luck. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. On 1st and 10, McNair. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they try the sweep to Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Again, it's Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, take any weapon. Stop back there, huh? Check nickel. Hatchet.
Off the play fake. McNair. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's McNair. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You better be ready.
On 4th down, McNair eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man hit. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off-play action. McNair. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Whoa. I got him. Right there.
After the interception, it's Love. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Denver. 61 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Love. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Luck. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Go.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights